I think that's the coaster going by. Oh, that was, yeah, that's that thing. That was loud. That's a loud coaster. So we're here at Toshimaen today. We just rode the kiddie coaster over here, and it was actually pretty smooth for a Japanese-made coaster. I actually really enjoyed it. It uses magnetic brakes. It's got a nice restraint system. It's a pretty good ride. And then over here is the jet coaster, and it's super loud. Let's see, it's going to come up here in about a second or so. Yeah, it's quite loud, quite loud. Just got off of Corkscrew, the park's Aero Corkscrew, the old design, similar to the one seen at Knott's Berry Farm back in the day. And this one is incredibly smooth. It uses interesting trains, similar to Canyon Blaster at Adventure Dome. It's incredibly smooth. There's really no headbanging or jostling, except maybe at the entrance of the corkscrew. That's about it, but that's pretty typical for those arrows, as the banking isn't quite right on them. But that was really good. Now we're gonna go ride I think it's a jet coaster or something like that, and see how that one is.
Make sure you send me that one, because I was trying to get my camera out.
We just did whatever this coaster is called. Don't know what it's called. I think it's some kind of jet coaster, and it was really good. It had a little bit of airtime. It had a lot of speed. It had a dark tunnel that lasted quite a while. It was really good. It had nice seats. The seats are like couches. They're amazing. And they got a Hoos Condor here, and I've never ridden one, so I'm gonna go do it.
Can you get me in it? Oh, you're filming?
We did the log flume, the Condor, and we just did the powered coaster over there, which I don't count as a coaster, but we rode it anyway. And then this carousel is supposed to be unique, apparently. This carousel has 3 different levels, I guess, and the inside one is the fast one, and then the farther out you go, the slower it is. So hopefully they start setting it soon so I can show you what it does. I'm very much enjoying this park. This is one of the parks I was thinking was going to be kind of just, you know, grab the credits and leave. But it's definitely not. There's a lot more to this park, and this is the first park I've actually been able to ride flat rides at. Didn't ride any flat rides at Tobu, didn't ride any flat rides at Tokyo Dome City. So this is actually a nice park, and I actually wish we had more time to spend here. We're going to leave pretty soon. I think we're just going to grab a bite to eat, and then we're going to head out to the bus. I think the bus leaves either at 12 or 12:30. We're gonna head over there. We've got another ride on their corkscrew, and their corkscrew's really good. It's their sign says 1993 on it, but I don't speak or read any Japanese, so I don't know what that 93 was. I think it's when they refurbished it, because it has newer aero trains. It has the trains that Canyon Blaster at Adventure Dome has, which are absolutely amazing trains. Those are much better than the standard aero trains. So here's the sign. It says like, okay, it says 97 here and then 93 here. So I'm thinking that's when they refurbished it and gave it the new trains. I have to go around this way. Because I didn't know they built this model this late into Aero's life, so obviously they didn't. This was a 79 coaster. We're at this barbecue place here at Toshimaen, and you actually make your own food. Give you a grill and cook it right here. Made it to Yomiuriland, and here's Bandit, the coaster that inspired Magnum at Cedar Point. But first we're gonna head towards the Gerstlauer spinner, because that's lower capacity, and probably all the Ace people are gonna go run to Bandit. So we just got to Yomiuriland, and we did the spin runway, the Gerstlauer spinning coaster. And that was interesting. It was a very interesting ride. Doesn't really spin too much, but it's kind of similar to a laugh track, but as a Gerstlauer spinner. It was really good. So next up, we're riding this Togo, hopefully not a death trap. Chose to do the stand-up because the stand-ups are kind of rare now. Might as well do the stand-up. So it has a sit-down train and a stand-up train on the same track, which I feel like just screws with the Heartline probably. So the stand-up is probably going to be a bit rougher. So you can see this, the sit-down side enters over here, and we enter right over here, and it does have a shorter line. Sorry, I didn't mean to get in your way. But it is the same coaster. And it is a Togo. And the only other big Togo I've ridden was the New York coaster, which is quite rough. I'm not sure how this is going to be like on a stand-up.
They don't have them up there ready.
Just rode my first Togo stand-up, and that was actually really good. I really enjoyed that ride. It was quite smooth. I mean, my hunch was that many of the Japanese Togos would actually be a lot smoother because they were built in the country. They were manufactured, and nothing went overseas or anything. And yeah, it's quite smooth. I really enjoyed it.
You're getting this decision, okay?
After waiting about 75 minutes for Bandit, finally got on it, and it's really good. It's, I thought it was going to have some airtime. It doesn't really have much airtime. It's more... it's more like the Beast, honestly. It's like a steel version of the Beast. It's, I can't remember if it's a hyper, or if it's close to being a hyper. But it's tall, but the rest of the ride is all back here, and it's almost terrainish. It's very, it follows the terrain very well. And it just goes in and out of these valleys. There's trees everywhere. It just reminded me of the Beast, and I really loved it. It was really good.
Hey, wait, man. One person on there? One thing. And they bought a raincoat.
So I just got off of this strange indoor rapids ride. Unlike any rapids ride I've ever ridden. It is themed to ramen. That is right, it is themed to ramen. And it is actually the best rapids ride I've ever ridden. It has a shooter dark ride element to it. It has one big drop right in the beginning. You don't get really wet on it, not at all really. I mean, I heard some people got wet. It might just be a rapids ride as usual where you don't know if you're gonna get wet or not. And it had so many different things. It had theming. It was so good. It had a section where it was going downhill for a while, like slightly downhill at an angle, and it was just hauling butt down these turns. And it was absolutely amazing. I loved it. This is by far the best rapids ride I have ever ridden. So we were walking down the hill and they turned on the lights underneath. We noticed when we rode this, but underneath this kiddie coaster, there's lights everywhere. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Now I got the wheel in my way over here. Can you see that field with the kids coaster? Yeah. There's the field with the... Oh no, good ride. Here it goes.
This park was really interesting. Yomiuriland was really good. It's very terrain park, like even more than like Magic Mountain. I'd say more like Silver Dollar City-ish, or even Dollywood. It's kind of like that. Definitely not like southern or western themed, but it's got some good coasters. Like Bandit is pretty good. Closest thing I can compare it to is possibly the Beast at Kings Island, but maybe like a steel version of that. That's a little bit of a stretch, but it kind of is the closest thing I can think of. And we got these cool stairs like right here. I saw these from the Ferris wheel. We just got off the Ferris wheel, and this is pretty cool. This is a great park, and I really like their stand-up too. Their stand-up is really smooth. The Yomiuriland gift shop actually has some pretty cool things. They have their little mascot here, and they have a bunch of candy and such. They have a really cool gift shop. I'm gonna get myself one of these guys, and I'm trying to find some candy. Let's see, they have Bandit in the background up there. I'm trying to see some kind of candy from here, possibly. I want to get something more unique though, something we haven't had before. That's my goal. What is that?
Does it look like fruit stuff?
Yeah, it looks fruity. Or chips and guacamole. That is, let's see what it is.
Red chili pepper. Hot and spicy.
That's chips and guacamole. That's exactly what that is.
Sweet cream full of delicious flavors.
Yogurt gummy. Interesting.
I mean, you know. Yeah.
Some kind of like granola bar. It's weird they have the New York Giants on them.
No, that's their Giants here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. That's what I was
never.
mentioning. They play in the Tokyo Dome.
Oh, okay. That's weird that they use the same logo. They probably have some kind of licensing thing with them.
I don't know what that is. I'd like to try it, but I mean, I'd like to know that at least.
Just let y'all chill out for the rest of the trip. So I hope you all had a good day. I had a fantastic day personally.
Yes.
Who liked Cyclone? Wasn't that a fun coaster at Toshimaen?
Is that
It was a really cute little coaster.
thing?
Yeah. I mean, so many of the coasters in Japan are rampy, just a flat, up, crest, down. It looks like a Ron Toomer special. And this, but that one was actually really fun, and that great helix at the end. So.
Yeah.
The mounts. Oh, the one here. Yeah. The Gerstlauer spinning coaster was really fun. Did everyone do the spin cycle?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Did everyone do the UFO water ride? Oh my God, that was fun, and it wasn't very wet. I mean, it was like. Did really? Y'all are the only ones that I know of that had that issue. Brendel and I went over and did the car factory thing, and they had these little garages. Did anyone else do it? They had these little garages, and they would bring a car into it. It was almost like Japan's test track, right? And so they would bring this car in there, and you'd get these tools, and you could fit whatever kind of tail light you want on the car, yeah, you built your own car, and then you got in it, and you took it for a test drive, and you had to show that the blinkers worked and that the lights worked, and when you came out of the garage, you were on a spinning platform that turned to put you on the drive out, and it was I mean, it didn't have the high speed portion of test track, but I mean, it was really kind of cute. It was neat.